Sixth race from Mohawk, second OSS Gold Division. Here they come. Often pacing, Colby two-step, Century Inspector with the most early speed in the early going. Driving into that first turn. McClure and Moore, they're talking about it, and they're not even a 16th of a mile into it. Century Inspector on the outside pressing on. Back into second goes Colby, two-step, gap of 4 back early, blah, blah, blah. Then inside to Better Have My Money. The early trailers, Sports Box. To the quarter they go. Century Inspector, long shot leader early. Colby, two-step in the pocket. Blah, 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 third through a quarter of 27 and 2. Then it's back to Better Have My Money from in fourth, and the air goes on now. Century Inspector looking for some cover. He's going to get it. Colby, two-step with a pocket pop. To the outside goes blah, blah, blah. Now third, now second in driving. Then it's back in fourth to Better Have My Money as McDonald revs up his engine as the field continues on up to the half. Blah, blah, blah on the outside. Can't get by Colby two-step yet. Third outside to Better Have My Money. And back into fourth is Century Inspector. Down to the half in 55 and 3. And it's blah, blah, blah to the front going into the final turn. Better Have My Money pressing on the outside into second now. Colby two-step is right there with them from in third. Century Inspector lays off the speed from back and forth, and Sports Box fifth. Round the final turn. Blah, blah, blah at the inside. Better Have My Money second outside. Colby two-step, sizing them up from third. Three-quarter bound, and it's blah, 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 still there, a length in front. Three quarters in 123 flat, and he comes into the stretch, leading at a length and a half. Better Have My Money back into second. Colby two-step, sets sail on the outside third now. Blah, 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 puts a deep stretch pressure. Here's Colby two-step coming to him. Blah, blah, blah. Colby two-step on the outside, sails by. And it's Colby two-step to the front for McClure, then blah, 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 and Century Inspector. Here's Colby two-step, and McClure sweeps the golds. Up for second, Century Inspector. Blah, blah, blah was third. Back to Sports Box and Better Have My Money in 151 and 2. It's golds. As good as it is to win 2 golds, how tough is it going to be to make the selection when these two clash? Stonebridge Helios and Colby two-step. 2 nice golds, 2 great golds.
Here in the winner's circle with a very familiar face and Bob McClure, able to capture both OSS golds of the evening. This time around, Colby two-step. I talked to you about this a little bit earlier. You were particularly fond about his chances tonight. Well, what do you make of this performance? 151 and 2.
Yeah, that was a great performance. I mean, I had to triple move him, and it takes a really, really good horse to be able to give you 3 good moves, and they weren't little moves either. When I left, I was kind of hoping I'd just leave and let maybe James go, but there was a lot of action in that race, and he when he got out and I saw James's horse wasn't going forward like he usually does. I'm sure he just had an off night, but Sylvain got the jump on him. He really closed up hard, and I was pretty happy with him.
And after our last interview, you were particularly critical about your own drive. I know you're a perfectionist yourself. A little bit happier with this one?
No. I mean, certainly didn't make it easy on him, but I think this situation wasn't so much decisions I made, just the way the race panned out. But luckily, 2 really nice colts, and they overcame all of it.
I want to hear from you. Is this the best colt in Canada racing right now?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's a tie for a few right now. There's a lot of nice colts up here. Actually, I think the colts up here look as good as they have in a lot of years. I think they're right up there with the American colts right now. I mean, even the one of Galucci's there, he's a very nice colt. The one of Pentland's this colt, and the one of Jody's there in the first, he's a very nice colt too. So I think it's going to be a fun summer for Canadian colts.
Well, I'll let you enjoy this victory, actually both OSS gold victories. Once again, it's Bob McClure capturing both OSS gold events, this time with Colby two-step in a time of 151 and 2.